Good morning to my beautiful kings, queens, and internet cousins. I love you guys real bad. So, I was doing some thinking. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You guys tell me. I need coffee. Okay, so I had a thought, and I saw that my babe Midwest Chicken Shore said that Hunter used to be an EMT. Hunter was the first person into the crime scene, remember? He had a little sharp thing in his hand and nobody said, "Oh, hey, get out." You know what I think? I think Hunter was there to check their pulses and just make sure that, nobody was left partially alive at all. First of all, do I believe he was involved? At this point, I wouldn't put it past him, because why are you so confident to call him to go inside of the crime scene and look around? I mean, if he was looking for an attacker, he wouldn't have just walked in, checked Xana's room and Xana's closet, and that would have been it. Leading me to believe that possibly he obviously knew what the fuck was going on. And that leads me to, everyone has asked me, what do I think was the main plan? What do I think they actually wanted to happen? And what I think was going to happen is they invited Kaylee down. They knew that her and Jack had just broken up. I do still believe, for whatever reason, that the main attack was actually meant on Maddie, and that's why they flipped it and said Kaylee, because you don't stab someone 13 times through the heart for no reason. Actually, I just had another thought, and 13's a rather particular number if you know anything about people that deal with dark occult shit. A very sacrificial number, if you will. And that's all I'll say about that, because I don't fuck with that shit. But I believe they were going to frame Jack D and make it look like a red rum self-unaliving, which is why they texted him in the middle of the night telling him to come get the vape from Kaylee's phone, but it wasn't Kaylee, because like I said, around 2:45, all of the worst things so far had already mostly happened. So I believe they did that to try to lure him over so that way he would come get the vape, and then they were just going to make it look like a red rum unalive self thing, and that's why they had to frame someone else. Think about it. They already had the Jack in the Box shit, all that shit probably planned, and when he didn't come to get the vape, it threw a little wrench in their plans. I do wonder if it did had something to do with rituals or whatever. I know a lot of people don't want to cover it. Nobody wants to cover that type of shit, especially me, trust me. But it happens. The heart being a very specific organ, I don't know much about sacrifices and ritualistic shit, but I mean, I almost feel like the dog that was found out there skinned was like a precursor. I don't know how these people work or how their rituals or what the fuck they be doing, but all I know is that animal abuse is prominent in that type of shit too, especially in sacrificial shit. I don't believe that the number 13 was just a random number for Maddie. Like I said, the first story I ever saw about this case said that Maddie had been the one being stalked by an OnlyFans stalker. I remember it clear as day. Like I said, I have a photographic memory. So to all the news stations out there, some people still remember shit, just so you know. Just because it's a digital article doesn't mean that people just don't know that it was fucking made. We might not be able to find it the way that you guys hide everything, but like the red rum weapons and stuff, which I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they buried those. That backyard gave me a very fucking weird feeling. I mean, they buried the house, so why wouldn't they bury the fucking murder weapons? Be for real. Think about it. So yeah, that's what I think happened. I think that a bunch of people were involved in this. I believe that they pulled more people into it. And people aren't who they say they are. That's why I always tell you guys, the people with the most normal, smiling, friendly faces are usually the ones who are behind closed doors or in the dark doing some fuck ass weird shit. Man, what was that case? Was it Son of Sam, where they had some satanic weird shit going on? I'm not 100% sure. We've covered a lot of angles, and a lot of creators have covered a lot of angles, but I think it's hard to try to think that it would ever be some kind of SRA type of deal, but I wouldn't put it past it. It was the biggest game night of the year. You don't think that brought in even weird, extra creepy fuckers? Do you think maybe people knew that whoever was going to be there was going to be there, and that's why they chose to invite Kaylee and Maddie back? And there are so many situations too where girls will have like a sleepover and then their friends turn on them. So I kind of wonder, I really wonder if maybe all the girls attacked Xana together or something, because I found a picture um somebody posted from a Pinterest board, and everything in this video is alleged for educational and entertainment purposes only, speculation, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm going to upload the picture right here. And you guys tell me that this doesn't give you vibes, because it does to me. It looks like a bunch of gang members. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be back after I get ready and get some coffee, man. I got shit to do today, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past it, man. Everything in this world is spiritual, though the physical world is just a reflection of the spiritual world. So sometimes you have to look with a deeper lens and then think like, wow, think about this, the 13 bloodlines. And that's all I'm going to say. I love you guys. Okay, bye.